Hello, everybody. It's foodie time. Welcome to It's Foodie Time. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Foodie Time is a connect and grow chat. And if you want to watch us when we're not live, just be sure to comment in the comments so that we'll know you were here and we can connect with you because we are a community that supports and connects with other channels who are in this YouTube journey with us. I got to tell you guys, it's been an interesting weekend. I didn't get to spend that much time on YouTube, but that's okay. You got to live your life, right? You got to do something besides YouTube. And this weekend, I did spend a lot of time with my grandson and my son, and also my husband, and also talked with a couple of my kids. In case you're wondering, I have 5 kids, okay? And only a couple of them are really in town here. Actually, 3 of them are in town. Actually. So it was an interesting Mother's Day. How was your Mother's Day? How did you spend time with your mother? Did you spend time with your kids? Mother's Day has always been a kind of a special day in my family because my mother was into Mother's Day and she was also into like all other holidays as well. But Mother's Day has always been special. Where do you guys think we are today? Do you know where we are? I know it's hard to tell from what I'm showing you right now, but what if I did this? Yeah, I'm silly. You guys, yes, we are. This is where we are today. That kind of gave it away, didn't it? Anyway, no, that's not Las Vegas. Okay. So how are y'all? I'm going to go on and start saying hello in the chat because I noticed that GLT is already done and we got the GLT raid going on here, y'all. I can't see real well today, by the way, because I'm having trouble again with my eyes, but as long as I can still read, I guess we'll be okay. Hey, Angie, beautiful Angie, how are you from across the bridge? How are you doing, girl? Welcome into the chat. I was talking with Angie in Facebook Messenger this weekend, showing her what I was up to. I know she had a good Mother's Day as well. At least I hope so. I don't know the whole story, but I hope that you guys had a great Mother's Day. Embarkation Nation, welcome to the chat. How are you doing? Hello, everyone. How are y'all? Jennifer, how you doing, girl? Good morning from Controversial Cruisy. Good morning, foodies. I know. Speaking of foodies, guess what I'm snacking on today? Mixed nuts, okay? That's my family right there, mixed nuts. That's what I called them this weekend. And I picked up some mixed nuts just to have something to snack on today. Because honestly, y'all, I have ate too much food. We didn't go to any place fancy last night. And there's a reason for that because over the years, I have told my kids and my husband that, I would prefer eating somewhere where there's not a crowd on Mother's Day versus going to a fancy restaurant and having to go through all the rigmarole of waiting and reservations and this and that. And they appreciate that. Whenever they get a chance, they go with me to a pizza place. Or last night, it was just me and my husband. So we went to Culver's. Are you familiar with Culver's? It's actually a hamburger joint that's famous for its butter burger. I'll give you an idea how healthy it is. It's butter burger. And the best thing at Culver is their fish. They serve North Atlantic cod. And for some reason, that cod tastes better than any other cod around us. So whenever we want fish, we go to Culver's instead of getting hamburgers. But last night, of course, a lot of other people thought the same thing. And even though we thought we weren't going to be in a crowd, we ended up in a crowd. But that's okay. I got my fish. I was not mad. Anyway, you guys know me. I'm satisfied. If the food is good, I'm okay. Scott says, go live early. Go, go, go. Trying to manifest me live. Hey, Scott, guess what? I've been trying to practice some stuff. I don't know. I'm not as good as you ever will be as good as you. But I do like that you're leading with examples. So I'm going to try my best to figure out some fancy stuff to put in here. I still can't do the heart thing. I don't know how Jeremy gets that heart thing. I guess maybe you can't do it on virtual. I don't really know. But if you're listening, just so you know, I'm taking to heart all the stuff that you have been trying to teach us. Okay. Oh, Danny D, welcome to the chat. Stopping in to say hi before work. Yeah, everybody's got Monday morning. It's Monday morning. Yeah. Monday morning work. It's raining here, but we had a beautiful Mother's Day. It was gorgeous outside. I mean, what do you think, Angie? I mean, you could have not asked for a better day here. So I'm not going to complain that it's raining because I'm inside today and I'm okay with that. But yeah, yesterday was beautiful. It wasn't hot. It wasn't cold. It was sunny. It was when windy. It was for us almost like a miracle. And I mean that. Now today, looks like it's going to rain and stuff. But it's got to do that. For April showers bring beautiful flowers, right? That's how that goes. Anyway, so hey, look who's here. Whoop whoop. Hey Scotty J, welcome to the chat, man. Let's get this party started. Yeah. Hey. I don't have a hammer time dance. I only have a foodie time dance, okay? And I dance from the 70s, okay? My dancing has not changed since probably I want to say 1980s, I don't know. It's still the same dancing, but oh well, it's these. At least I'm dancing. As you get older, just being able to move around, just being able to dance is a blessing, y'all. So I'm excited about the fact that I can still dance. I hope y'all have a fab day at work. Scotty says, "Hey, you guys. I hope you're having a great day at work too. I hope that we can bring a little sunshine and a little Paris to your life and your day to kind of make it better, make you smile. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, come on, y'all. Remember what I said, celebrate good times. Come on." Scotty says, I'll be lounging and I can't see that, dude. But there's an emoji there. I'll be lounging and something. What does the emoji say, Scott? Because, anyway, what if? Hey. Cruising Capers, welcome to the chat, Bernice. Good morning. I saw your short. Yesterday, the one that you did about, you were out on the deck. I was trying to figure it out. I was too busy listening, trying to hear what was going on. But I saw your short. I watched it a couple times. I'm going to tell you guys, I got out there to this weekend a little bit and saw a few things, but not a lot. Okay, I did manage to hit a couple of chats. But hey, good morning, Vicky, and all the chat from Travel Cake Trips. Hi, Kathy. How are you doing, Kathy? My group, my MSC group. I didn't know my family would be so interested in my group. We've already got 12 people coming. 12 people. And I was thinking it was going to be more like, 8. 8 people. But that's okay. I'm glad because I got a couple friends going. So it's going to be a really nice cruise. MSC is giving me a hard time as usual. I don't know. I don't think they like me because every time I try to book something, we go through this rigmarole. And for some reason, my login does not seem to work right for the agent thing. Whatever. I'm going to have to get that all straightened out today so I can book my trip and get the heck out of here. We're leaving July 27th. Anybody want to go? Let me know. We're going to be on the MSC Seashore. Everybody keeps telling me it's a great ship. So, I'm excited. Show my kids and my daughter and them something different. Texas Cruiser Rick, good morning from the Galveston Seawall. Are you guys getting rain today? I didn't really get a chance to say or do anything this morning because I was dealing with my puppy who seems to be having a problem this morning. I'm not really sure what's going on, but obviously he ate something he wasn't supposed to eat because, it's manifesting in a bad way. Puppies. I know he's okay, but ain't no telling what he ate. So that's just the way puppies are. He got a haircut. He looks like a poodle today. It's funny. He does not look like himself. He looks so much skinnier with all that hair, without the hair. Whoop whoop. Controversial cruising. Hey, Mr. Controversial. I was trying to watch you this morning. It was not. It was not. It was not working out because I skipped a bunch of stuff, y'all. Eh, sorry about that. I'm also recovering from the weekend. That's just funny. Okay, cruising capers, Texas cruiser. Where did I leave off at? Travel cake trips. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I'm here. Okay. Texas Cruiser says, I smoked a brisket for my wife yesterday. You're such a good man. She really enjoyed that. I really enjoy that, and I'm not even there. I mean, brisket. Brisket is my favorite thing. I love brisket. Well, I love everything that's beef, unfortunately. I'm a beef person. I love beef. Oh my God, it's fine. SFA. I wish I could say your name because Musa Farpar. I tried. Hello, friend. Welcome to the chat, dear. And how am I? I am doing great. Like I said, had a pretty nice weekend. Thank you. Thank you. Had a pretty nice weekend. Got to hang out with the fam. So, Good morning. Welcome in, Kathy Mills. So nice to see you. Look where we are today. I mean, it's something unusual. I was going to do another ocean type thing today. And then I said, I feel kind of like having some, you know, Parisian influence going on today. A nice coffee, some nuts, some bread. I don't know what they eat in Paris. I'm not going to play that game. Yeah, I've never been to Paris. Okay. Yes, Angie, it was a perfect day yesterday. I mean, the whole day I kept saying, "Gosh, this is such a nice day. It's not windy. It's not raining." You guys don't know. There's always something going on in our atmosphere here. It's either overcast or windy or raining or storming or a tornado blows through. I mean, just so much stuff lately. So when we have a day where it's beautiful outside and the kids can go out and play, girl. Whenever mothers want for Mother's Day that their kids will go out and play. Okay, that's what they want. They want peace and quiet. If you didn't know that, the best gift to give a mother on Mother's Day is peace and quiet and maybe a massage. Okay, we could all use a good massage too. So there you go. Perfect thing. Feeding us works, but I think that I would rather have the massage than the meal. And for me to say that, now it's in the channel name, y'all. It's unusual for me to say something like that. Cruz Bolero, hey girl, what is your name? I've been calling her Cruz Bolero for so long. I don't even know your first name. What is your name? we know each other well enough now that we can go by first names. I've looked at her playlist. And that brings me to a question, y'all. I got a big question for you, Scott. And I don't know if Ryan is on here. Did I say hello to you, Ryan? Are you in here? Now, see, I miss myself going up like that. But Texas Cruiser said no rain here for the next 2 weeks. You lucky ducks. Anyway, Scott, since Ryan isn't here and I know you're working, so I don't really want to bother you, but I need to ask you a question, dear. We have been playing playlists for everybody, okay? And I have a question because this came up at least three times this weekend, okay? How many times can you play somebody's playlist where the watch hours will count? Okay. Can you keep playing the same playlist over and over, or do you have to wait until somebody has some new information or a new playlist to play that? Because, I was talking to this guy, I guess it was Saturday, and I was in the pool, so I really didn't have a chance to really talk about it a lot, but we were, with my grandson in the pool. So I wasn't in the pool. I was sitting out on the lounge chair because believe me, y'all, there were too many kids in the pool. But he said to me, he says, I'm going to play your playlist again. And I thought about it and I go, can you do that? I mean, will it count if you keep playing somebody's playlist over and over again? Now, if you're new in the chat, y'all, type hashtag grow. If you're new here, please show us your link so we can connect with you. Okay, so hashtag GROW, and that will show your link and we can connect to your channel. Nightbot is wonderful that way. Hopefully, Nightbot is on here. Hopefully it has come on. Somebody type grow so I can see if it's working today. I mean, oh my God. I said that. It may not be working. Okay. Cruising capers. I'm trying to get the small shorts out there. Yeah, the shorts, of course, don't count towards your long form hours, or it will, the subscriptions will count, but the watch time and views will not count. So here's the thing. You can use shorts to get subscribers, and there's another thing you can do called flooding, which is, I'm just not really getting the information about this. I mean, I kind of knew, but I kind of didn't know. You can use your short to redirect people to your long form videos by adding a related video. Okay. And they do a method called flooding. I just read about this weekend, where they use all of their shorts to point to their most popular video, which is interesting because that means it's not really related. But in my feeling about that is, if you're still doing stuff in your niche, all of them are related to your niche. So define related. Okay. Let's not get technical here. Related videos. If you have a cruise video, a cruise short, like maybe you can take a piece out of your long form, by the way, and make it into a short. I don't know if you know that, but you can make clips into shorts and then use that clip or that short to direct to your long form of that cruise, or any cruise for that matter, because they're all related. I mean, if they're all cruises, they're all related. If it was something else, if it was like auto mechanics or something like that, no, that would not be related. But especially if you have a cruise short about Royal Caribbean, you can point to another Royal Caribbean cruise that is related, so it depends on how you define related, but that's flooding. And flooding is like using all of your shorts to point to like one video. It's interesting. I'm finding out more and more about it, because I need the watch hours, y'all. My watch hours, I wrote it down today, are at 1493. Okay, I'm not quite, but almost halfway to 3,000. At 3,000, I can have super chats and memberships and all kinds of stuff. But y'all, in them YouTube streets, right? Watch time hours. So I'm up here asking specific questions now. I've decided it's time for me to ask specific questions. Well, gee, welcome to the chat. Morning, everybody. Yeah, Vicky's talking about YouTube again. How many times a week do I talk about YouTube? I should add that to the things we do in this chat, because I definitely do it. But I feel like a lot of people have questions. There's just so much detailed information about YouTube, things that nobody talks about. Well, some people talk about, but you may not know because you haven't heard stuff like that. How many times can you play a playlist for the watch time hours to work for that playlist? If somebody plays it twice, does the second time count as watch time hours? I know that views are tricky. I think you can only get views from the same channel maybe 2 times or something like that. I don't know. He also told me something, this guy was watching, that I thought I'm going to have to test later. But he said that if you watch a video and you stop the video before you finish and then you come back to it later, it will count it as another view. Or another watch time. I'm sorry. Another watch time. But that doesn't make sense to me. Okay. Anyway, you look about it. That just doesn't make sense. So I'm confused about the watch time hours. And right now, I really want to know because I'm watching a lot of playlists. And I'm kind of curious now because not everybody has, that much content that you can keep watching their playlist and go to a new playlist. So how many times can you watch one playlist where it will count for them? Okay. There we go. That's all I have to say today. Oh, I can see your emoji today, Lucy. Although I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna have to put on my glasses, y'all. I'm gonna be Victoria for a minute. Oh my, it looks like a person, a little animal. So cute. I love your emojis, Lucy. Nightbot is working. Yay, yay, Nightbot. Her name is Cruz. See, Cruz Bolero, we've started calling you Cruz. Okay, that's just not good. What is your name? It's been the mystery for a long time. Hey, Bernice. Okay, you guys, remember to like, thumbs up the play. Thank you. So that maybe, just maybe, YouTube will send my chat out into the algorithm somewhere. Maybe it will do something. Scott, oh Lord, I love the old Scott. Oh Scott. Oh Scott. I don't know what to think about that comment. But anyway, only once per channel. Only once? You mean to tell me? Oh my gosh. Only once. See, I was thinking it was probably at least twice. Duh, right? Only once. Okay, well, that explains a few things. And I'm going to have to start saying to people, you don't have to keep watching my lives over and over again for more watch time. That's okay. And I'm going to have to start saying, or I'm going to have to, I don't know, I'm going to have to figure out a way to make some more lives on my channel because, well, and not lives, but more playlists on my channel with new stuff in it. Well, yeah, new stuff would be a good thing, right? Life with Lucia and Glenn. Hey there, y'all in Asia. Are you guys still in Asia? Where are you at, Lucia? Now, look, from now on, when you come in, you got to tell us specifically where you're at, okay? Because I've been watching your videos, but I'm not sure where you guys are anymore. So, or at least today, y'all have gotten around, okay? The ovation, those videos cracked me up, You guys had the first day was bad, okay, from what I could tell anyway. Controversial cruising and fast forwarding through will it count? Only one view per channel, 2 channel. If you have your second channel running that channel, that's different. Okay, I think I know what you just said. So say, for instance, I've got 3 channels, okay? So I can run my second channel and my third channel. They all count as different channels. So in other words, they all get one view of a playlist. And I do that. I don't know about y'all, but I shouldn't be saying that. It's probably a violation. But anyway, you can run one per channel. Okay, per channel. Let's put it that way. And that's interesting because a lot of people don't know that, which is funny to me that people that have 5 channels, they can run it 5 times. Think about it. I always say to people, have at least one more channel. And it might be a good idea. I've been thinking about this, saving some of my stuff to another channel. Oh, I do save it off, but I'm not real confident about the saving off. But what you just said, Scott, that was gold right there. And fast forwarding through will it count? Only one view per channel, 2 channel. If you have your second channel running that channel, that's different. Okay. So, like I said, unwritten rules about YouTube. But, you have to be careful about spamming because YouTube has a thing that you will violate if you're spamming. So you got to be careful about that. And spamming in their mind is probably different from spamming in Facebook. It's more like I don't know, but you got to be careful. Let's just put it that way about how you do things on YouTube because they got a lot of unwritten rules. Hello from Asia. I know you're in Asia, girlfriend. Where are you at? Hashtag grow. Uh, Texas Cruiser. Thank you. Oh yeah, the Asian cruisers, Lucia and Glenn. That's right, Cece, you are. Oh my gosh, missing out huge. Okay, that's right, Scott, you are missing out huge. I can imagine, it's pretty awesome being in Asia. I've lived in the Philippines and been to several different places on the other side of the world, and it's a total different experience for sure. But you'd be surprised how much English is spoken on the other side of the world. Not specifically in Japan. Japan's mostly Japanese in Japan. But if you go to like Thailand or the Philippines or Vietnam and places like that, a lot of people speak English. So good thing too, because that is really hard to learn. Okay. Now, if you're in Japan, you may be screwed because from what I know about Japan and just people I know who are from Japan, Japan is not flexible about their languages. Okay. So, if you don't know Japanese, you're going to have to do some serious translation. Serious translation. So everybody's saying hello to each other. Sharma, Parker's on the go. Good morning, host and chat. How is everyone this morning? We're recovering, dear. We're recovering from Mother's Day. Those of us who went out and maybe I ate too much because I had free breakfast. I made the mistake of going to Panera Bread for lunch. What do y'all do for lunch? I got to change my lunch. My lunches are always messed up. But and then I went to Culver's to eat, and the fish was not heavy, and that was good. But got to find a new lunch menu, something that won't be too abusive to my body. Okay. Texas Cruiser. Hey, Scott, enjoyed watching your videos this weekend. Scott, you were everywhere this weekend. I didn't follow the bingo stuff very well because I'm going to have to watch it from the beginning. Something happened at the beginning and I didn't see the beginning of it. Hello. So that's why when I came in, I wasn't participating. I was just kind of watching what was going on. Hi, everybody saying hello. Thank you for saying nice glasses, Vicky. Whatever I did with them. I have glasses everywhere. And what's really cute is when my husband wears my cheaters, some of them are pink. He doesn't care. He does not worry about pink like my dad did. My dad would not wear pink. Dark Theme. Good morning, Dark Theme. How are you doing? Good morning, Vicky. Ron. Hello, Ron. Hello, y'all. Hello, dude. How are you doing today? Did you have a good weekend? How did Dolores' weekend? As the mother, I'm going to have to ask her. Dolores, how was your weekend? Did you do something special for her? Did Daniel do something special for her? Dark Theme said, hey, Scott, are we in some type of viewing cycle? We really are. When you think about it, YouTube keeps up with a lot of stuff, okay? If they got in their programming that they can tell that you watched watched a video more than one time, that's pretty crazy. I didn't know that. That's news to me, Scott. Otherwise, you could just play the same video 400 times and hit monetization. Doesn't work like that. There's a lot of people that believe it does. One girl on the videos this last week that I watched, she was saying that you could keep playing your videos over and over, and she was testing it. But guess what? She was wrong. You cannot play your videos over and over again because, somebody can't keep playing it and getting view time because, like you said, otherwise people would be doing it for 100 times and hit monetization fast. And actually, you guys, running playlists is probably not one of YouTube's favorite things that people do. Okay. They probably look down on that if you have the same person or you are running your playlist over and over again. Sooner or later, they're going to notice that. Yeah. So, Yeah. And like he said, it may not even count the second time, unfortunately. Ron says, hey there. Hey there. LNO, we hang the same place as Dark Theme. I don't know what to say about that, Dark Theme. I don't know if you hang out where the Joker Midnight Toker hangs out at, okay, that'll get you a bad reputation right there. So Ron said, Rick, how was the brisket? Well, I'm curious. Curious minds want to know. Inquiring minds. Parker's on the go. Say hi to fam. How are you today? Yeah, apparently, Dark Theme. He said, yes, Scott. Apparently, we have similar tastes. Be careful what you say, man. You don't want to get that reputation. Texas Cruiser says, it was awesome. One of my best EYT. Well, that's good. Of course, you didn't vlog about it, did you? I always tease everybody. I'm like, you guys need to record more of this delicious food that you talk about. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it's okay. I need to go on a diet probably anyway after yesterday. Bingo was a blast, Scott. I mean, I wouldn't even play it and I enjoyed it, but you guys are so funny. And Michelle and Greg. Especially Greg. But I love Michelle because she's so dignified, okay, compared to y'all. Parker's doing well, thank you. How are y'all? That's from Ron. Bingo was a blast. Agreed. So it was a hit, Scott. Yay. Oh, Denise. Hey, y'all. Good morning, Denise. Welcome to the chat. We're in here talking about crazy stuff as usual, mostly brisket. Sounds good to me. Hey, Denise, a brisket and some Angry Orchard. Psh, I'm good, girl. That would have been the perfect Mother's Day for me. Scott said, here's the thing about running playlists. You have to make sure the people running the playlist will come back later to watch your other stuff. Okay, that rule I did not know about. It's 4,000 watch hours per 365 days for the full monetization. 3,000 for the super chats, memberships, super stickers. I don't know, all that stuff. But that's 3,000 watch hours. But this is all long form watch hours we're talking about, not short form. Long form is the only one that counts for the 4,000 watch hours. The shorts has a whole different thing going. I think it's like 10 million watch hours or 10 million views or something like that. It's crazy. Like I said, YouTube keeping us on our toes. Gotta love it. Denise says, driving home from dentist. I gotta go to the dentist. I hate the dentist. Good checkup. Okay, well, that's good. Hey, as long as they're not, when I go in, they're always trying to figure out some way to shoot me up with something. It's like, okay, we're thinking this tooth needs some work. And as soon as they say that, I'm like, y'all ain't gonna see me again for a while. So if it's not hurting, I ain't coming back. Ron says, Rick, I haven't attempted brisket yet. Cost is above my pay grade. Aldi. All I can say is you got to find some place where brisket doesn't cost that much. Good luck with that, by the way. Because honestly, Ron said, compared to us, Mushy, LOL, that bar was set low. Yeah. To fam, I watch for sales at H-E-B and Kroger to buy brisket. I'm telling you, there are times you can buy brisket at certain places when they're on sale, like Myers. I think Myers is the last place I bought brisket on sale. But I don't buy brisket very often because you're right, it is not cheap. And not only that, there's only two of us here normally. I mean, right now we have my grandson. And he doesn't care what meat it is. He will eat it. He likes hot dogs, sausages, brisket, steak, chicken. He doesn't care. A Dark Theme. Yes, Vicky. Michelle is a class act like yourself. Oh, thank you, Dark Theme. Greg is definitely punching above his pay grade. No, I didn't say that, Doc. You didn't hear that from me. Greg. Oh, goodness. So Scott says the day you hit day 365, you lose all the watch hours you had on day one and so forth. You know, that is another tricky thing. That 365 keeps moving, okay? And it's once you hit 365. So for instance, I have been on YouTube for, and I did not know this, y'all. I've been on YouTube for at least 4 years, okay? 4 or 5. See, this is no 6 years. I've been on here a while, but I was not a creator. I used to use YouTube just to store my videos. So I did not know that there was a little clock that said 365. You have to add in your hours, and the calendar, of course, keeps moving. So it's the consecutive 365 of days. So my first attempt to get watch hours, I looked at them like, how is that possible? I have no watch hours. I've been putting out these videos, but they were not for vlogs. They were just videos of stuff that I was saving. So it had nothing to do with travel. It was a bunch of other stuff that I was doing. And I had the videos out there, and that just really killed my channel for the first year that I started doing content creating. So yeah, that 365 days, that is real. Okay. So some people right now are experiencing where they may have, 500 watch hours for 365 days. And then the next day, they may have 488 watch hours for 365 days because it depends on how it was doing a year ago. You see what I'm saying? And also what it's doing the next day. So it's a year ago and the next day. So if the next day is like nothing, then your watch time hours may go down the next day. It's painful. So you have to make sure by day 365 you have more momentum than day one. Not relying on people running playlists. Yeah, you can't rely, first of all, unless you're lucky and have somebody who's really good at this, like I have Camille and I can run lists, but most people you can't rely on to run playlists anyway. Most people, I mean, they got stuff going on in their lives, but still, he's right. You got to have momentum too. You got to have good vlogs and stuff out there in order to keep your stuff going. And shorts. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Shorts don't count for watch time hours for long form. It doesn't count toward the 4,000, but it does bring excitement. I notice even on my analytics, it brings people to your channel to see your stuff. If you have good stuff there, they will stay and look at your stuff. If they think from looking at your short that there's some good stuff at their channel, then they may go on and hit that related video or just check out your channel in general. But he's right. The momentum thing is real. So it's kind of hard to maintain sometimes. I agree. So we're going to take a break right here from chatting and do the group list because I'm getting behind schedule. Y'all. Nothing new, right? This list is funny to me because you guys hear it every day, and I tease Scotty because he hears it every day, Scotty. But he's at work, so I can't pick on him about it. And when he said he didn't know the date of one of them, I just laughed. I said, I know it's hard to remember what's coming when, but that was just funny what he said. He's like, I don't know. And Vicki did talk about this. What was the date of that again? So anyway, this is our group list. Where's my glasses? Thank you. This is our group list for 2025. We do cruise together because it's more fun, right? We love hanging out. Okay. It's more fun when you cruise with groups. It's like you're on like adult spring break or something. You have so much more fun. And when you're on group cruises, you don't have to hang with a group. Most people don't require that to happen. Some groups do require that to happen, but most don't. So anyway, CNS Travels Vista by Carnival. Oh, before I get started, if you're new here and you just came in, please type hashtag grow while I'm doing this so that they can show your link. Nightbot can show your link in the chat. That would be awesome. Okay. CNS Travels Vista by Carnival out of Port Canaveral, September 20th to the 28th of 2025. And the second part is September 28th to October 4th because it's a back-to-back. Okay, and it's a non-group. Now, I have a family cruise coming up on July 27th on the MSC Seashore. We decided to book this at the last minute because we needed to get all the family together, or try to anyway. But we'll see how it goes. And also got some friends going as well. And it's cheap. It's only 4 nights. It's like $548 or something like that. Including taxes. So it's really cheap to get an interior room right now there. And that's going out of Port Canaveral. Cheryl and Jeremy have a Go Live Together cruise November 9th of 2025. It's a non-group MSC Seascape, the other big MSC ship from Galveston, Texas. Then Ryan of PK Adventures has a Thanksgiving cruise called the Gobble and Go, the week of November 22nd to the 29th of 2025 on the MSC World America, the big ship that everybody's talking about. Also, he has group rates that are like you could save hundreds of dollars by booking through him. That's pretty awesome. Rob, Cruising in the High Seas, 3.0 Booze Cruise out of Tampa, Florida on the Grandeur of the Seas by Royal Caribbean, October 25th to November 1st. Then Bruce of Ocean has Helping Hands for Cruising, the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. A lot of great bands, Foreigner, Journey, stuff like that. NCL Encore, November 29th to December 6th out of Miami, Florida. Scotty J Travels has the Jubilee by Carnival out of Galveston, Texas. My buddy Scotty, he's right here in the chat if you want to ask him any questions about this. It's an open group, October 18th through the 25th. And then How We Cruise, the channel How We Cruise has 2 group cruises. One is on the Sunrise by Carnival out of Miami on July 12th. And then the other one is on the MSC Meraviglia, November 2nd to the 9th. That's 7 nights out of Brooklyn, New York. Includes drinks and Wi-Fi. MSC has some interesting options. You can include drinks and Wi-Fi in their cruises. And I was looking at that when I was booking stuff yesterday. I don't know. I haven't been on MSC for a while. It's been a few years, so I can't remember how good the drinking package is or the drinks on there. I don't know. Somebody else in here probably can speak to this, but how good is MSC's drinks? I mean, they've gotten a lot of slaps over their food, but I'm just curious, how is their drinks, as far as cocktails and whatnot, the pricing, is it higher or lower than Carnival and Royal? Don't really know. Eddie's Booze Cruise 4.0 in 2026. We'll start off the list there. October 31st of 2026. That's Halloween on the NCL Viva out of Galveston, Texas. Then Scotty J Travels. Scotty! Carnival Magic at March 15th. So that's pretty early in the year. That's a spring cruise, nothing like a spring cruise. March 15th, 2026 out of Miami, Florida. And it's on the Carnival Magic, which I've seen the vlogs on the Carnival Magic. It's pretty cool ship. Fats and Trey, Carnival Sunshine, Creators at Sea Cruise. And that's July 27th, which, by the way, that's what I'm doing this year, July 27th through August 1st. Travel Cake Trips is going to be on here, and a bunch of other creators. It's out of Norfolk, Virginia. Okay, and then there's Bruce of Ocean ABC Cruise. This has been a very big cruise. A lot of people going on in April 11th, another spring cruise for April 11th, 2026, Carnival Horizon out of Miami, Florida. Everybody in this group practically is going on that cruise. Kathy and Denise. I don't know if Ron's on here. Ron's going. Chet, Billy J, who's MIA today. Billy J. But anyway, he's normally on here, but he's going on this cruise. Life with Tanisha has the Star of the Seas, which is the largest ship in the world, October 25th of 2026, out of Port Canaveral. Star of the Seas is made by Royal Caribbean, and it's like the Icon, but it's going out of Port Canaveral. And I don't know how many changes have been made between. I haven't had time to even look. I need to look at that and see how is it different from the Icon. Probably not that much. Eddie Lugo, MSC Seaside, June 1st of 2026, 20th anniversary of him and Alice. It's out of Miami, Florida. Luscious Ladies Cruise by the Parkers on the Go, October 22nd to the 26th. On Virgin Voyages, Resilient Lady. Luscious Ladies on the Resilient Lady. Miami, Florida is the departure port. And here's the thing, y'all. I mean, some of you guys may be thinking, I'm not going on a group cruise called Luscious Ladies. But here's the thing, y'all. Luscious Ladies will be on the ship. So maybe you should go. Just because of that, okay? Anyway, so there's a meetup March 6th through 8th on 2026 at Helen, Georgia, of the creators in this community that can get there. It's going to be a lot of people, by the way. I'm going to be there. It's my determined plan. Okay, I am going to go. It's my goal. I am going to go to Helen, Georgia. 2027 is the last year on this group list. There's only 2 cruises. Both of them are pretty powerful, though. The first one is Carnival Celebration on Valentine's Day, and everybody and their mama is going to be on this cruise. Mainly because Scott and I can't stop talking about it. Even Matthew Jones, Greg and Michelle, Jeremy and Cheryl, me and Jorge, Scott, Chris and Liz from Carnival Cruise Addicts, June and Brady, Ron, Scotty J. We're gonna be Scottied up, okay? We're gonna have some Scots, okay? Then also Billy J is trying to get on it. He keeps telling me he's waiting for a good cruise deal. Anthony on the move. Just a bunch of people, y'all. Matthew Jones. Okay, and then there's another cruise that Bruce is doing, Ocean to Ocean, NCA. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say this, and I will get in trouble for it. It is called the Unhinged, Unmatched, Unhearted, Ungrouped Cruise. That one I just described on Valentine's Day. That's the name of the cruise. Okay, so it's the cruise of love. Okay, I'm gonna get this heart to work one day, but it's the cruise of love, you guys. Bruce's cruise on February 28th is on the NCL Encore out of Long Beach, California. It is a Mexican Riviera cruise for 7 nights. Okay, y'all, that is the cruise list. That is everything. Cruise Bolero. Did you tell me what your name is, or are you incognito? If you're incognito, we will leave you alone. We will leave you alone. Don't believe it. You know we're going to keep bugging you until you tell us what your name is. Rotating door. Type. I don't know what that's about. Now, you know I have dementia if you're typing words like type. So Lucy is giving us 2 more. Oh, they're little girls. Okay. Okay, I got it now. Scott, that's why it's hard when someone goes hard for 6 months. I know, gets burned out and takes a long break, and then is fighting the 365, as we call it. Fighting the 365. Yeah, I feel that way, y'all. I feel it. I feel the burn. I feel the fight. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, YouTube is a game of momentum. It is. And it's hard to get momentum when you're a cruiser because at some point during that 365, you're going to take at least one cruise. And I've noticed that whenever you go away, kind of throws things off a little bit. So there you go. Or if you have to take a break, right? Yeah, very much a game. And they make it hard. I thought it was hard when I first started, but now I know it's hard because I realize now with the addition of watch hours, you have to have pretty steady content to keep those watch hours up, okay? It's pretty steady. You have to build a foundation. And then, Ron, like you said, you got to have momentum. So running playlists is great to get started. It's like kindling to a fire. Yeah, I agree with that. Ron said to a fire, he showed me a bunch of fire. I like the visual, Scott. Thank you for the visual, Scott. Build the base, and then keep adding to that base. Yes. Changed my mind going to chiropractor. It wasn't me. Denise, I hope I didn't turn you against going to the chiropractor. Are you okay, dear? Oh my gosh. Anyway, okay, this is a Nightbot about the vacation list. The vacation group in my Facebook. It's called I Love Foodie Vacations. You can post vacation videos, just vacation videos. You guys, the people there are vacationers. They don't understand YouTube. So if you post anything about YouTube, they're not going to get it. Okay, most of them are Facebook friends that like to vacation. So there you go. So post a vacation video there, but be cognizant of the fact that they're looking for a vacation video that has actual vacation stuff. I say that because we have posted some stuff that they're probably going, okay, what is that? What is that? Ron, LOL, Denise, you all right? I know, right? You okay, girl? Having to leave the dentist and go to the chiropractor? Oh, feel better, sweetie. Scott says, Denise, feel better. I will say, I hope I didn't talk her out of going to the dentist. Believe me, somebody can do that to me. It can happen. It takes a lot for me to get there. Ryan, welcome to the chat. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so late. Got a cup and something at work. Dude, we have been talking about YouTube. We've been talking about playlists. Scott told me today that you can only play a playlist one time for it to count. If that is true, which I believe it is because Scott told me, then that just really sucks. I've been playing people's playlists for them over and over. I guess I got to realize it's a video. Basically, you can only play a video one time per channel, right? I think you can. Ryan, AK Fed X. Ryan. But I don't know. What are your thoughts on that, Ryan? Have you run into this situation? I was telling Scott, I ran into the situation where this guy was giving me the same playlist to play over for him. And I realized at some point that he's playing my same playlist. I'm playing his same playlist. How many times can you play a playlist for it to count, right? It can't, if you play it more than one time, does the second time count, or is that just a waste of time? Because if it is, like I said, like Scott was saying, just one time, if it's just one time, that I need to tell people that, I can't keep playing your playlist over and over again, or you don't need to keep playing my playlist over and over again. Carnival Magic is a cool ship, Dark Theme says. Definitely my favorite from the Dream class. Wow. So you cruise, Dark Theme. Okay. I didn't know that because, well, you don't vlog, but, kudos to you for not being in this YouTube race. Probably cruising is a lot calmer for you. You don't have to run away from copywritten music. You don't have to worry about people looking at you crazy because you've got a camera in your hand. Yeah. Our lives are a little bit different because we're creators, okay? We have a tendency to scare people on vacation. Texas Cruiser. I'm on Derek's Island Time group cruise in November. That's MSC Seascape inaugural sailing. I can't wait. Oh, Derek's Island Time group cruise. Okay, I'm not familiar, but there's a lot of people I'm not familiar with, but I'll have to check that out. Sounds like fun, Rick. Yeah, that's coming up pretty fast. November is everybody keeps talking about how long it is away. It's not that far away. You'd be surprised how fast my birthday in November comes up to me anyway. Seems like it comes up way too fast. So everybody's saying hello, hello. To Family Adventures, LOL, so unexcited. About what? What's good? I'm excited about what, dear? Foodies, you know I'm kind of shy. Call me Cruz, please. Okay, as long as I can call you Cruz. I mean, if you whatever you tell me to call you, I will call you, and I will write that down too, because I just don't want you to, think, well, she doesn't even know who I am. Like, but now that you've told me to call you Cruz, I will definitely do that, dear. I've watched her playlist. Cruz Bolero has a playlist that you can play, and she can swap with you. Dark Theme, perhaps a rotating door is actually a revolving one. Don't mess with my Scott. That was a pretty good. Anyway, yes, Vicky, Scott is the oracle of YouTube. Sort of like E.F. Hutton. When he speaks, everyone listens. Because he's everywhere, y'all. He's everywhere. He's like Verizon, right? We call him Verizon. PK Adventure Travel says, from what I see, it will count so long as there is time in between viewings and there are comments. But if someone is watching the same playlist every day or every other day, YouTube knows and won't count it. YouTube knows a lot of stuff. And you're right. That's probably one of the things I should say. It's like, okay, wait for me to get some fresh stuff before you play my playlist again, because I think that what happens is it looks kind of weird when people keep playing your playlist the same stuff over and over again. Probably YouTube does probably think, what the heck? But anyway, Cruz says, yes. Anyone want to swap playlists? I'm ready, off today. Did you guys hear that? She wants to swap playlists, okay? And her playlist is really good. So swap playlists with her. Ryan usually does it. If you haven't swapped with Ryan, get with PK Adventure Travels. He will swap with you. Who else do I know in here that swaps? I've never heard Scott say he swaps, so I wouldn't say that. I think the Family Adventures does, because I've seen him on Tuber Chat. Or he may be on there for subscribers. I really don't know. Do people go to Tuber Chat for subscribers or for playlists or for both? Because when he talks, I always think it's for playlists. But then when I talk to other people, they always say they're delivering a package at your place. Right, Ryan? So I'm not sure. Anyway, so with that thought, you guys, we're at the bottom of the chat and we got 1 minute to go. I did pretty good today, y'all. Hey. But you guys are awesome. Thank you for coming on a Monday and seeing me today and talking to me about that crazy thing called YouTube. Why doesn't I guess nobody can do the video about the unwritten rules of YouTube. You can't do this. You can't do that. You really can't do this. It's just crazy. Dark Theme says, Vicky, the morning lives are always pleasant. Oh, thank you. You have a wonderful day. You too, sweetie. And, enjoy our last moments in Paris, because no telling where we're going to be tomorrow. 10 a.m. Eastern, you guys, Monday through Friday. Please come and see me. And let's just kind of hang out in some special place. I do love seeing you guys every morning. This morning's been quiet in the house. Dog's not barking. He's pretty calm now, so there you go. But he won't be. He's revving up for 11 o'clock when he knows I'm getting off here and I'm going to take him outside. Scotty J, whoop whoop. Your dog like that? Does he wait patiently for you to finish your chat so he can play with you? You guys make my day. Thank you. Nightbot is telling me hit the like and subscribe. Thumbs up, y'all. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for coming by. Thank you for the help, Scott. Wonderful. Thank you for the help, Ryan. You guys are just so valuable to this community. Thank you for all of your advice and training. Have a great week, everyone. Bye, Bernice and Angie. Good night, y'all. I mean, good day, y'all. You know that I'm off today. I'm saying good night instead of good day. Have a good day. Talk to you later.